All right, Speedromizer community, the time is here. We are ready for Subnautica's objective. Take it away.
Oh,
Subnautica's objective. Off to a great start.
Yeah, aren't we?
Good morning, Speedromizer community. Nico, you go ahead and introduce the run. I'm just here floating in these waves.
Apparently. I'm Nicosar, I go by he, him pronouns, and Subnautica is the second game that I'm learning for this marathon. Tempest Mask has been teaching me, and I believe does have a few words to say about what the objective of the game is. I'm just going to load up a new game while he's at it.
Of course. Subnautica's objective is, you are here to survive on an unknown alien world that is mostly ocean. Gosh darn it, why did I agree to that incentive?
Well, that's 1 out of 10 done. Alright, so timing's going to start as soon as I start interacting with the world. Are we ready for a countdown?
I believe so.
Excellent. Alright, well, let's get that going in 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so Subnautica, this is a game that has actually been out for quite a while, with the sequel coming out very soon, if not already. So this game has had a little bit of time to brew, and of course, a lot of people love it. If you've probably seen this game before, it's likely from content creators that have made videos of it before. It's just that old. Like, it's kind of bizarre. It's kind of just bizarre to, like, think of when it comes to the game's overall age. But yeah, so Nico will be doing the creative glitchless speedrunning category, which is the same one that I did at that famous Speedromizer that started the very meme. And yeah, the main objective is actually get off the planet, try to complete all the story checks. That is what requires you to then be able to build the rocket that gets you off of the ocean world. And that's basically it. Now, because this is creative mode, Nico has access to the fabricator's contents and does not have to undergo a massive search to find the items or possible resources needed to build what is necessary to activate a series of ruins way down by the bottom of the planet. That in mind, one thing that will be tried to achieve, that he will try to achieve throughout the run, is a little something called triplaning, which the best way I can describe it is the speed of the X, Y, and Z axes. You can use the overall speeds of each to try and get further movement going. You can do this mostly by way of keyboard, I would say. I think that's probably the easiest way to go about it. Of course, you can play this game with controller if that's what you fancy. But, yeah. Not really too much to discuss right off the bat, so if there's anything you want to say, Nico, go ahead.
Yeah, well, we're in what is for me the most stressful and difficult part of the run, which is just navigating. Players will notice that if you're familiar with the run, I did a completely unnecessary thing for an expert runner and built the compass right at the start, so I do have some way of knowing where I'm going east-west. I'm still not entirely down on my landmarks, but I'm seeing that piece of wreckage and these blue bubbles, so that's looking good so far. Yeah, it's been an interesting learning process for this one.
Yeah.
It's certainly proved that my sense of direction is much less strong than I thought it was. 3D is actually navigating in 3 dimensions is really hard, as it turns out.
Yeah, I would say there's absolutely nothing wrong in getting the compass. It's exactly the strategy that I did myself when I ran this game for Speedromizer, and yeah, that's the thing about Subnautica. Like, you know, It only takes a little bit of extra time in order to do, but it's not necessarily the worst thing to do, because, see, you have to rely on directional instinct and, in some cases, landmarks, because that's exactly what my learning process was for this particular run. Just knowing what direction I was going, and then eventually start to see signs, familiar signs that I've seen before, to know I'm not necessarily lost.
Oh, I'm not sure I've actually gone to quite the right place. We'll see.
I think you are on the right track.
Yeah, I'm in the right region, but I think that was a bit too early to just plunge down, because this looks like everything's dead zone.
Right.
Ooh.
Whoop.
Yep, that's alright. We'll just head a little bit west. I think that should sort things out a bit. So there should just be a little overhang cliff with a couple of the blue bubbles on it. That should lead straight to where we're supposed to go. So looking for a, it's called Lost River, with some fossils in it. So, you know, off to a cracking start already. Just,
Well, you know what? I think it's only fair then that I go ahead and remind our audience that Subnautica's objective is you are here to survive on an unknown alien world that is mostly ocean. Oh, I'm sorry, did you not hear me for a second there? For those that are joining us who are new to Speedromizer, it is ever a good time for me to remind you that Subnautica's objective is you are here to survive on an unknown alien world that is mostly ocean.
Mostly ocean indeed. Alrighty. So much blue, so little blue that's actually telling me where to go. Alrighty. Well, we are possibly onto a hiding to nothing here. Navigation, unfortunately, not my strong suit, which is the darndest thing. I was onto, like, you know, my practice booting into this, just absolutely, you know, everything was fine, everything was groovy. It's just, yeah, going off the shelf. That looks very black. I don't think that's what we're after. And,
Trust your gut. I say trust your gut in this case. No? No?
No, definitely not. Definitely not here.
Okay, yeah, no.
No,
so
no, no.
You are not supposed to hear that from the navigation system. That is definitely not what you're supposed to be hearing.
No. So, let's just go vertical. Up. And just go zero in on home base a little bit. And, yeah, the thing that keeps on getting me is that, like... Yeah, no, you go.
No, you're fine. I was just gonna say that, so, the reason that there is a glitchless category is that in the non-glitchless category for creative mode, it is possible to use some of the stuff you can spawn to clip through the environment, which then allows you to get even quicker into the final area of the game. And yeah, it does take a little bit of time to learn the trick on how to pull that off exactly, but it is very quick, like at least 5 minutes circa, something of that caliber. So the Subnautica community really did optimize this game quite a bit. Like, if you want to run this game yourself, there are quite a few categories that you can go for. I would argue that this is probably the most beginner-friendly when it comes to wanting to know the lay of the land, what you have to do in order to beat the game. And the best part is, it's not like you are spoiling yourself to achievements, because the game doesn't normally give you achievements in creative mode. So, casually speaking, this is also a very safe thing to learn the moment that you pop open the game, if you so choose to.
Local scans show
there we go.
That's what we're looking for.
Extensive fossilized remains.
All right. We're good. So we've had a slight bit of navigational confusion, but we're pretty much on the right track now.
Okay, cool.
The game's very good in that way of giving you breadcrumbs. Obviously, it does the slightly scary thing where it is actually a pretty reasonable approach to being a genuine environment. Like, it's reasonably big. There's not a huge bunch of go here with bright shining arrows or everything. It does mean that getting lost is kind of natural. So a good reminder that, most video games doing this like times a billion. A little skeleton friend pointing me in the right direction. Beautiful.
Yes. That's the use of landmarks, my friends.
Indeed. And it's even pointing in the way that you need to go.
Which is
now-
very cleverly placed. Very well said. Very well done from Unknown Worlds, the developer here.
You might even say it's pointing towards an objective.
Indeed. I will say, too, this game does have quite a few platforms to its name. This is available on, actually, I think you hit something.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
I guess so. So this game is playable on Xbox. You can also play it on Steam. There's PlayStation. They also came out with a next-generation console patch later down the line for the original game in 2021 in May. And then in 2025, they came out with the mobile ports for iOS and Android, so you can even play it on your phone if you so choose to.
I did not know that.
The most recent version of the original Subnautica that came out was for Nintendo Switch 2, which is interesting because I think that therefore implies that there's a Nintendo Switch 2 edition. I cannot say for sure. I have not looked further into this, but I do know that also recently, around that same day, Subnautica Below Zero, the interim game between this and Subnautica 2, also had its Nintendo Switch 2 version drop. I believe it has yet to make other consoles at this moment, but it also did recently get an iOS and Android port as well on March 10th. Interesting, considering that, unlike its predecessor, it got console first and then, or rather, no, it was iOS first, then Nintendo Switch 2, but here we have the other way around, which is very interesting.
Yeah. Subnautica 1.5, you could call it.
Yes, pretty much. So meanwhile, Subnautica 2 is currently in early access, and its intended release date is this year. So, Unknown Worlds Entertainment obviously trying to give us a little bit of a nice build-up here, and they've been also doing hotfixes as early access has been going along. And if you would like to play it yourself, it is available for Windows platforms, and I believe it is also going to be coming out for Xbox Series XS.
Warning, vaccine development program
Pretty cool.
terminated. Emperor egg hatching project.
I do believe Xbox does have early access. I'll have to check, though.
Immediately.
All right. Well,
Oh, that's some very cryptic messages.
Cryptic message, yeah.
100 meters.
Oh well.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
What's this over here? Oh, hello. Hi, Mom.
Oxygen
Hi,
You doing
Mom.
okay?
decreased.
Yeah. Aw.
Are you
So,
Wait for the invisible wall to disappear.
Yes, the Subnautica community does call her Mom,
build these walls?
and for good reason. Oh, did they now?
Me.
Oh no, that's
Now
unfortunate.
They're gone. And instead, we have you.
Nico,
We
really?
are curious
Yeah,
whether
who'd have
you
thought?
swim with the current or fight against it as they did.
Goodness
I'm
me.
just gotta go around this little corner.
Unlike other alien facilities, scans
And
indicate
look,
this
cube.
location supports a diverse and
I assume Mother is very disappointed at how shot my voice is because I was at a birthday party last night.
Yes.
I
yes, that's,
so
take me as
apologize to the audience for this. I also apologize that I have not been reminding you all, especially for you newcomers, that Subnautica's objective is you are here to survive on you are here to survive on an alien world that is mostly ocean. There we go. Caught myself.
Yep. Oh, it's the ocean. This doesn't look quite like ocean here. We got a little bit of a cave. We got some cables.
Which depends on the organic
Oh yeah, I think I made a pun during my run that involved a school of fish, and George was laughing big time from it.
Maybe offsetting this environmental deficit.
And I'm just going to blunder my way back to the surface. Oh wow, that's not the best navigation, but that's fine. Whatever works. So now we picked up our 2 little cubes. They can power our exit from this facility. So yeah, Mum wants to make a bargain with us. She's got some eggs that want hatching, and for whatever reason, well, to be fair, they need like hatching enzymes, which this is creative mode. We just crafted them at the start of the run. But the cube, like, she could have picked that cube up any time. Like, it's just sitting there in the open. So we're going to switch the machine on and then put the hatching enzymes in. And then, because we've done her a favor, she's going to do us a favor back. Whoop. Cube.
Cube. Can you survive? Can you defeat the cube?
To play outside this place.
Have fun, kids.
We have been here so long. The others built a passage to reach the world outside.
Apparently, for all the things you can build, you can't make your own sandblaster, so you need to wait for her to shove the sand out of the way of the portal.
Yeah, that's
If you help
rather bizarre, isn't it?
if you freely let the others try in vain to take.
All right.
Yes, and you can swim under the sand as it is going away, which is rather silly.
Yes, there's a collision is removed all at once, whereas the actual visuals are gradual. All right.
With the passage you've opened, my young can leave this place. But first they must feel the time is right and break free of their
So
shells.
let's just give that a little yoinky.
This is what the others could not force from me. To you.
And we're almost done. At least in terms of, like, plot progress and whatnot. Strictly speaking, like, I mean, in creative mode, you can just build the rocket instantly. Like, it's a thing that can be achieved, but you can't just build the rocket and get away, unfortunately, because there's a nasty surprise waiting for you. It's sort of a dormant alien weapon system that you do need to do something about. All right. Okay, cool. Let's just...
Yes, it's right there. That's that thing right behind what Nico is facing. And, yeah, as if that wasn't enough, we've also seemingly been infected by a little something that we're going to go ahead and cure right now using this enzyme bubble, which is why pushing it up to the surface is one optimization trick that speedrunners do like to use, as the whole idea behind it is that while this rocket platform is building itself, we can just save time scene, and yeah, I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory, really, because look, perfect timing right there. Nice, very, very nicely set up. I was confident enough to be able to do that during my run.
I think my only flub... Okay, we'll get the gantry building, and now we're going to go diving back down underwater. Unfortunately, I didn't actually place the... not quite the best placement of the gantry itself. Could have had it a bit closer and facing a different way, but that's fine. Just going to go into this facility, which is very, very obliging that we just get teleported straight here. No need to navigate at this point on.
Yeah, it is worth noting, by the way, that in creative mode, naturally, you have little to no risk whatsoever with anything of the environment. Because otherwise, if you were playing on survival mode, then you would definitely have your traditional oxygen meter to worry about. You'd be unable to progress to deeper areas without vehicles that can keep you from suffering from the elements, and the wildlife is not necessarily hostile in this mode of the game. So if you are a bit afraid of the various creatures and sea life that you can find in this game, this is definitely the mode for you.
Yeah, no, everything's very, it's just everything's chill. Except for this thing. This thing hates your guts, and you can't really do anything about it. Come on, I don't want to get stabbed. Ow! Come on! Ugh. Nonsense. Ugh.
I hate injections. Dang it!
Ugh. How dare you? I'm gonna punch you so that you also feel hurt. I hope your
Inoculations
cold
are... Well said. Inoculations are necessary, but they... Gosh darn it, they hurt. Yeah, but we have deactivated the weapon now, and if you did not have the enzyme active on you by this point, the game would have the cutscene play, but the whole weapon would not shut down. So, this is a sign that we did it exactly as necessary, and at this point we can continue to build the gantry and get the heck out of here. So time will be coming up soon for Nico.
Soon is a relative term, of course. So the actual challenge of the run is all done, but we do have what is functionally a very long auto-scroller ahead of us. Got to build quite a few segments of the rocket, so if there's anything that you'd like to read out, now is a great time for it.
Yeah, so nothing to read out, but I did want to thank you both on a phenomenal and memorable Subnautica run. I just have one question though. What is this game all about now?
Oh yeah.
Subnautica's objective is, you are here to survive on an unknown alien world that is mostly ocean.
I didn't quite hear that. Can you just give me that again, Tempest?
Yeah, sorry, my headphones are
Subnautica's
glitching out.
objective is, you are here to survive on an unknown alien world that is mostly ocean.
Oh, wow, fascinating. Well, I think we've mostly achieved that. There we go, and we've got one more stage to build after this, and then we can pop
Subnautica's
on the gantry.
objective is... Subnautica's objective is... Subnautica's objective... Subnautica's objective is...
I think he's broken.
Listen,
I think
Listen.
we broke Tempest.
you did this to me. No, but I do want to say a very big shout out to Unknown Worlds Entertainment for having a major amount of time put into these games. Like, they are the ones that made Subnautica possible, and the fact that we've had 3 games of Subnautica in the time since, the fact that they have a lot of passion into their craft and are willing to put out new updates and versions whenever necessary is always wonderful to see from a developer. And yeah, big kudos to them as well as the Subnautica speedrunning community. If you would like to learn any of the games for yourself, whatever category or title you want to pick up, feel free to check out the Discord. Their links are attached to any Subnautica speedrunning board. You cannot go wrong with them. They are some pretty cool people. And we are coming up on time very shortly, but yes?
Yeah, they really do nail the feel of the victory lap as you get the rocket built.
Systems active.
Oh, absolutely. You do have to initiate these final systems. You do not have to set up an item pod, though.
No, I think I'm just gonna go for the finish here, and time.
GG.
Off we go.
GG.
Yep, and it's it's rocket time. Let's get off this planet. Why were we here again?
Subnautica's objective is, you have escaped your ship, the Aurora, and have to survive on an unknown alien world that is mostly ocean, while the entire crash site is effectively degrading.
Goodbye, birds. They got there pretty quick, right? This rocket's only been here for 5 minutes.
Gosh. This is a jam, though. I love this song.
Oh, it really is. It's a beautiful exit.
I loved this part of my own run, and I just... that takes me back.
Cool.
Caution. Approaching orbital debris field.
We've, this has been an interesting run to learn. A little bit outside of my wheelhouse, which is, exactly the kind of thing that, Speedromizer is great at. Otherwise, it's so easy to just sort of stick to your, familiar things. So, it's been cool just having to engage with different kinds of mechanics, different kinds of problem solving. Thank you again very much, Tempest, for teaching me. It's been just putting it in the list in the first place as well. And thank you again to Speedromizer for having me. It's a really wonderful community. I'm very, very, fortunate to be part of it. I'm not sure I've got much more to say. Stick around. I'm sure the last day is going to have many more excellent runs from cool people.
Absolutely.
It really will.
And I will say, too, once more, shout out to the Subnautica community. One of the top runners was present in the run that I did in the chat. He was very supportive
What is
of
a wave
the
without the
overall,
A beginning.
the overall
without an
shenanigans that were happening.
end. They are different, but they go together.
There's a
Now
lot of
you
wonderful
go
people
among
in the community
stars,
that I definitely want
and
to take the
I
time to get to know
follow
more, and
the
I think
We are
all
different,
once all is
but
said
we
and
go
done,
together.
I just might continue to run Subnautica. We'll see. I think there's definitely more that I can do with this game, and Nico, I'm not sure if you intend to do the same, but I think this was quite the fine step to take together, you and I.
Yeah, no, I very much appreciated it. We'll see. It's always good to have more things in the back pocket, and you never know when the inclination might take you to sort of try and dive a bit deeper. I might try out one of the non-creative modes, perhaps, which I'm sure is a significantly more involved run because you need much more game knowledge. Nonetheless,
That'll be it
pretty
for
much
us.
done, and my bedtime is approaching.
Yes. So I will say, if you're not tired of us, tune in later, because I have to learn the game that Nico and I, or rather, Nico had me learn. So I'll be here very soon for a Persona 4 dancing all night. But until then, enjoy your Father's Day, everybody. And this has been Subnautica, where your objective was to survive on an alien world that is mostly ocean.
Good night, Speedromizer.
And thank you. I'll hop down to break. And thank you, Tempest and Nicosar, for that wonderful Subnautica run, where the objective is you are here to survive on an unknown alien world that is mostly ocean. Give us a couple more minutes. We are getting set up for our next run of Rystar. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, Speedromizer community, to Speedromizer 9. The marathon where what you submit is not what you run. We are getting set up for our next run of Rystar by MacBlack. Just give us a couple more minutes and we will be right back with that.